Welcome back. I'm Erica Fernandez, and I'm joined here this morning by Jeffrey Mindock from Thunder Bay Theater. Jeffrey, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Good morning. My pleasure.
Good morning. So I know that you guys are in your last week of rehearsal for your next play, Dial M for Murder. How exactly are rehearsals going so far?
Well, they're going great. So the way that Thunder Bay Theater works is that as soon as we open one show, we start rehearsals for the next one. Usually we give the actors a few days off so that they can recuperate from the last rehearsal process. But for Dial M for Murder, which is actually a play that I think that our patrons are a little bit more familiar with than the actors and myself. They've been very excited about the rehearsal process and really diving into the text and the rich story that we have to tell. So they're going very well.
Yeah, great. Well, so what can the audience expect from this play?
Sure. Well, Dial M for Murder is best known for the movie that was made, in the 60s, that starred all of the big movie stars. And it is the exact same story that's going to be on stage for 3 weeks at Thunder Bay Theater. But as I was kind of alluding to before, it's a story that, I think is better known by, a different generation than my own and, our actors. Our actors are all recent graduates from college. So what we've done is we've kept the story intact. All the words are the same, but we've thrown a more updated spin on it.
Okay.
One of the things that I really wanted to do with this play was kind of focus on our youth, the fact that our actors are younger than the actors were in the movie. So it's a fast-paced, very quick delivery of the play that I think it's going to go by and everybody's going to be like, wow, what just happened?
So how does your theater kind of change the concept of the play like that? Or?
Sure, absolutely,
okay.
exactly.
Right.
So in the theater world, what we call that is a concept. Okay. And as long as we stay true to the words that are on the page, we kind of have free reign. Obviously it's sometimes a risk to, hope that your audience likes your concept and, likes what you've done with the play. But that's kind of how you do it, and it's our job as, the professional theater artist to make sure that we have a concept that is cohesive from start to finish and that we're not just, changing the story just to change it and be different.
Right. So you're just kind of putting a little spin on it to make it yours, but it's still the original storyline.
Exactly.
Right.
Using the movie as an example again, it's set in London, and in the movie, excuse me, it's a big lavish studio apartment, that kind of feels a little bit older. And what we've done is we have completely changed the set design, okay. So that we actually have a lot of parallel and horizontal lines to almost make the audience and the actors feel like they are enclosed in the apartment so that they can't get out.
Yeah.
And, we're using a color scheme of like white and then like a dark brown red, okay. To kind of evoke, some of the more haunting parts of the play and things like that. So that's kind of where the concept comes from.
Really
I really
cool.
wanted, there's so many words in the play. It's almost Shakespearean in its nature.
Okay.
And I really wanted to give the audience something, to focus on and to really like lock in and say, I'm watching this play for the next 2 hours. Let's go.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a darker feel to the
play.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right. And you really wraps the audience in it as well.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Because the reality of the play is hard to imagine, Okay. For our audience who doesn't know what Dial M for Murder is about, we have a husband who plots to murder his wife for her insurance money.
Okay.
And that thought, that plot is so out of this world as it is that, as much as we can ground it in reality and bring, like I said, the focus back onto what we're watching for the next 2 hours is really important to me, and I think it's going to work out well.
Yeah, well, it sounds really intriguing. So you guys are about to start tech rehearsal. What exactly does that mean?
Sure. So for about 2 to 3 weeks, the actors and the director, who is me, get to, do our work. And then when we get to tech rehearsal, we essentially give the process over to the technicians. So our lighting designer, our sound designer, and our costume designer, we go into about 48 hours straight of rehearsal with a few, dinner breaks and some sleep breaks. But it's their time. It's their time to fix their costumes and work on their costumes. It's their time to focus and adjust their lights. And with this, the scenic design, it's their chance to put a book slanted this way rather than this way, and a chance to, creak the door open this way instead of this way.
Okay.
So that's what tech rehearsal is.
Okay.
It's all of those minute details that the audience might not even think about when they see the show, but are so important to telling the story effectively.
So it's changing those technical details.
Exactly.
I got it.
Yep, you got it.
All right, perfect. So the rehearsals the tech rehearsal is next week?
Yep, that'll usually be from like Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
And then we go into dress rehearsals Tuesday night, dress rehearsal Wednesday night, and we open on Thursday night.
All right. Well, I hope that the rehearsal goes great and that everything is technically correct.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, Jeffrey.
Thanks for having me again.